Shouldn't be drinking these, but I am. What's up, everybody? If you are catching this on the replay side, shout out to the replay people. This is live, so one of the things that you do when you catch these videos, if you want to catch these videos and watch them live, you need to subscribe and hit the bell. That way you get notified. Listen, this live stuff's been around for years. If you ain't got it by now, then you ain't got it. You just ain't gonna get it. That's just the way it is. I don't even know if I combed. What's up, y'all? Hang on, let me comb. Should have done this prior. Shame on the mess right here on my chin. Hit that like button, y'all. We're gonna talk about, appreciate that reckless. Don't be reckless. Don't be reckless. Reckless gets you on Bonehead Truckers of the Week. What's up, Anthony? Anthony, what's up? Appreciate that. Is the wind coming into the microphone too bad? What's up, Mike? The move is going well. My wife and one of my daughters, they are... What's up? Can y'all hear me pretty good? Because it is a little windy. I didn't want the wind hitting the microphone of the camera. I don't... Just... Hang on just a second. Oh, I'm gonna fix this. Loud and clear. Yeah, we just got some gusts. See if I can block the wind a little bit. This other piece of block right there. There we go. Should be good now. Since when do I care about whether... Well, I want you guys to be able to hear it, you know? I'm just saying. Anyway, so that should block a little bit of the wind when the gust blows in. But anyway, I'm not working, but swig of Dr. Pepper for the working man, okay? That was more like a sip, but Stone Cold says it pretty good, so. So, I see you guys up in here. I am a super trucker. Brian Starr, I am one. Thanks to you guys subscribed, we have grown this channel a great deal. I've been on YouTube for about 11 years, okay? I've been, 11 years, 2009. 10 videos making solid trucking content, and it took me 10 years to get about 25,000 subscribers, okay? Well, in the last 6 months, we have doubled that. We have doubled that to now that we're at 50,000 subscribers. So, just when you thought this stuff was dead, well, we're here. A couple of things I wanted you guys to let you guys know about content-wise here on the channel and future channels that I'll be starting up. So, with this move, as you can tell, if you guys don't know, I'm not in Central Texas anymore. I'm not in Central Texas. The background kind of gives it off a little bit. You can't really tell what type of trees those are. A little bit of oak, a little bit of pine. Well, we're in East Texas, God's country. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Central Texas is not God's country. It's meth. It's meth capital of, at least of Texas, okay? I don't know about other states, but where I was living, it was pretty bad. So we're here. So what that means is I'm not local. I'm not a local driver anymore. So Tuesday, I'll be on the road. I'll be on the road. But I'm not going to live out on the road. I will be living on the road, but I'll be home every week, So I work 5 days, come home for 2. Work 5 days, come home for 2. Done that majority of my career anyway. So with that, this stuff is going away, and I'm going to start up another video series on this channel. I think the update or the upload date will probably be like on Sundays or Mondays or something like that. I don't really want my editing to go into the home time too much. I could do it while I'm on the road. But I do have camera equipment, I do have lighting, I have all this stuff that I've collected over the years that I can use. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do once a week, I'm going to have a fitness. Can you imagine me a fitness? I'm not a fitness guy. As you can tell, I'm a big old guy. Shame on this mess, all right, right here, shame on it. I'm a big old guy. But I'm not some of those guys that I see in some of my videos that are like 500 pounds. I'm not that big. But I don't want to be that big either. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, when I go to work on Tuesday morning, I'm going to film myself getting onto the scale that I have in my bathroom. And I'm going to film that, and that's going to be the starting weight. I'm communicating with some fitness people, friends of mine that I know that are fitness people. And then, I used to be here's the deal. I used to be in pretty good shape about 10 years ago. This was about 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. But, I've got some inspirations, and I'll explain that in my introduction video to that. So be looking for that. Hopefully I could get it up, the first video up by Sunday or Monday. Whatever day that I get that up means that I'll probably continue to upload those for the same time each week. So that's where that's going to go. So I'll have 2 uploads a week. I'll have Bonehead Truckers of the week. That's not going anywhere. You guys love that crap. I do too. And then we'll have, I'll name it. I've got a name. I don't want to tell you guys. I'll spoil it. But will I go live? These live, when I go live like this is more of kind of like a milestone kind of live feed. You know what I mean? 50,000 subscribers. I'm going to throw you guys a bone for, subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. This is a time where y'all can get y'all's voice up in here. And, even though you comment on my videos, I see them, but we can't sit there and talk about the comment. So, what I would like to do, but I don't have the time, or when I do have time, I don't want to do it. But what I'd like to do is have a green screen. I do have a green screen. I got green screen lighting, DSLR. I have the works. Get out of here. I'd like to be able to go live, and we could just dissect boneheads live, and we could all laugh at boneheads. But this is what I want to do more than that. This is what I want to do more than that. I'm going to show you what I want to do more than that. So, being that I'm in East Texas, okay? I'm in East Texas. If you know anything about East Texas, there is lakes all around here. And I love fishing. Hang on. As a matter of fact, let me show you something. Let me show you something. Let me show you. Look at this. Look at this. Isaac, that's me. That's my name. Isaac loves fishing, and fishing loves him. 1992, I wrote that at my grandparents' house. Isn't that cool? They saved that. Now I have it, and I'm going to put it in flower garden next spring. Yeah, that's me. That's me. So let's go back over here. I had to show you guys that. So what am I doing with that? I'm gonna buy me a bass boat. That's my next buy. First buy was this. And the next thing I'm gonna get here in the next hopefully a few months, I'm gonna get a bass boat. Now it's not gonna be a new bass boat. Those new bass boats go for like 80 grand. For freaking $80,000. You kidding me? You know, I get me a used boat. I've been looking at them, and I could probably get me a good used one for $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. That's kind of where I'm at. And I'm talking about like a Skeeter. Ranger's my favorite is Ranger. But those are the boats that are going about 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Boats are about 10 years old, stuff like that. And that's kind of where I'm looking to get. But so that's my next purchase. And so what does that mean for YouTube? Well, what does that have to do with YouTube? I've always wanted to do videos, and I've done these before. I always wanted to do videos on fishing, like freaking Bill Dance, like freaking Hank Parker, like Jimmy Houston, and all those guys. And I've done a few of them, and they were pretty fun to do. I want to do that again. So I'm going to start up a separate channel for that if I ever get to do that. So that's going to be a passion of mine. I mean, like a super passion. You know what I mean? I mean a super passion. WTP 1776. There's actually a channel out there called Broncos Guru that actually does Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Listen, I'm already doing Bonehead Truckers of the Week. I can't do that. So go check out Broncos Guru. He's one of the inspirations for the video styles that I'm doing, even though I had no clue who he was until someone brought it up saying, hey, check out this guy's videos. This will be perfect for your channel. So, yeah. But I've done Bonehead Truckers for 10 years, though. 10 years. Those first 10 years, people are like, we need more Bonehead videos, more Bonehead videos. It's like, well, I got to see them. But then it was like, oh, I've got some other outlets here. So now I come up with the perfect formula, and I'm freaking doing it. So I appreciate you guys. How long have I been on YouTube? 11 years. 11 years. 6 months ago, I had 25,000 subscribers. Now I have 50. So we've done so much growth in such a short amount of time. I appreciate you guys for coming in and doing that. What did Mike and Jen say a while ago? Let me look at him. He said something. I was sitting there talking about something. That's way on up here. Sorry, Mike, if I missed it. Probably something about cruising. By the way, that's my other passion is cruising, but you guys know. Oh, yeah. So that's exactly what he said. Mike and Jen said, now you got to start growing the cruising channel. I also need, yeah, I'm going on a 2-week cruise here next April, and I will be doing some of that too. That's right. That's right. There's actually like a cruiser's vlog cruise that they're doing. What year is it? 2023, and I want to go on it so bad. The only problem, it's on Norwegian. I'm a Carnival guy, but like, man, some of my favorite cruise channels are going on that thing. I'll go as a fanboy. You know what I mean? I'll be a fanboy. Tell us about not being a bonehead. I pay taxes. I probably paid more taxes than you. Slap nuts. Crazy idiot. Probably here on a green card. Next weekend I gotta get me a lawnmower. Let's see. Conway says, I ain't got no panties on. Well, I say, shut up, stupid. Shut up, stupid. We need more people on the radio, all right? We just do. You know, CB radio, you guys are truckers, right? How many of you guys have radios in your trucks? Probably not enough. If you're watching this channel, hopefully you do. Got a General Lee, that's a good radio. You know what my favorite radio was? It was Galaxy 99. And I'm talking about the original Galaxy 99. I had one. It was so good it got stolen. Yep. I need to get one. I'm going to find one of those old Galaxy 99Vs. That's what I want. An old one, not the new one. I want the old one. Had the voice changer in there. Remember, you guys remember those voice changers? I used to mess with some guys because my CB handle's mighty whitey, but I would change up the voice changer up, and my handle when I did that was Twisted Sister. Okay. Yeah. I got some people in trouble for that. Notice I didn't get in trouble. It was all good fun times. This is a long time ago. I miss those days. Let's see. Striker 950. See, I've never had a Striker. Never had a Striker, so I can't. A lot of people say a lot of good things about Striker radio, so. Yeah, well, you got to give it to me, man. Who said that? Shane? Dude, how much? What's the price tag on there? Everybody. Everything's got a price. Come on. It's kind of like those old Browning Golden Eagles. How many of you guys know what a Browning Golden Eagle is? Like a Mark II, Mark III, Mark V. I think we had a Mark IV. Those are some old radios. Avoiding what issue? Shame on the man. Oh, selling it? Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that was someone else. You get Trucker Hershey. So you know about the Golden Eagle. Awesome. You have WTP is my best new friend right there. Got Browning Mark II. Golden Eagles. Freaking, you take that D104 and you freaking make that thing sing, make it squeal. Like, you know, we had a guy. When I was growing up, he had one, and his handle was Dirty Sock, and no, I do not have a badass carport. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Look at this. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you guys something. Show you guys something. You notice anything here? Notice anything? It's too short. I'm 6'4". Granted, now I could walk out this way. This way's good, but I've already hit my head like a whole bunch of times. That's my problem. I've been hitting my head too many times. But a guy named, oops, hit the wrong button. Guy was named Dirty Sock, and he would take that D104, and he would, when you key up, it would squeal for like 2-3 seconds. And then, but if you move that microphone around, it will make little different noises to it. You know, just a squeal would. It was really awesome. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pour some concrete back over here. I got a big old long driveway, but I got some, this is all concrete. But I'm going to pour more concrete over here, and I'm going to make put up a metal garage, a natural garage. I'm going to put electricity out there and everything. And that's where I'll keep the boat. Now, obviously, I'm going to get the boat first, so a good tarp would work, because my wife's going to park here in the garage. As a matter of fact, this is her little truck. She's got a little Chevy Colorado that a little too small for me. As a matter of fact, I've got the phone on top of the roof of it. Tells you how small it is compared to me. So, yeah, and only one vehicle can fit in here. I bet we could squeeze the Silverado in here But it'd be kind of tight. I don't mind parking out here. And so, but if I have a boat before the garage, I'll park it out here and I'll just throw a tarp on it. That's what I'll do. What's up, Trucker John? I just talked to an old boy in Texas named Light Switch. We were the hole-in-wall gang up here in the East Coast. When I was on it, hard, deep, and heavy, I think that's a sexual term. I don't know. I don't know what I said there, but anyway, when I was into it pretty good, that may be kind of sexual too. Anyway, I was on channel 14. I was ignored. I'm not here. I'm not seeing what you're saying. There's a lot of comments coming in, Dennis Jones. Say it again. I'm sorry. There's a lot of comments, dude. I'm not avoiding anything. But back in the day, we were talking on channel 14 all the time. 27.125. And I go by two things, Mighty Whitey and Bravo Sierra 535. Now the comments disappeared. What happened? Does the comment stop? Oh, there we go. Dennis just being a smartass. Oh, okay. I was about saying these chats were coming in fast and then they stopped. There we go. Tidy Whitey. That's what people did call me, Tony, for sure. You know, because I would agitate them. I'd have a recorder. And I would like record them and just overplay. They call it Watergate. Love it. Do I still drive? Yes, I do. 5 days a week. That's it. That's all I do. 5 days a week. Here's what I don't get about people. Here's what I don't get about people. People think you got to be OTR to make any kind of money. I'm sitting there thinking, OTR usually doesn't pay that good at all. No, I haven't worked at Hub Group since... Hub Group is good. I would go work at Hub Group in a heartbeat. They don't hire out here where I'm at. When did I leave? It was June? Was it June? I think it was June. It was when my wife was still in the hospital. Yep, she was in hospital in June, so it was in June. Yeah, sucked. Had anything to do with them or me. Well, it kind of had something to do with them, but not our relationship. And now, I mean, now that my wife is better, I could spend more time out on the road. And here's the thing, people say, well, why don't you be local here? There's not really any good local jobs right here. At least they're not hiring, at least. But we'll figure it out. I say, I'm not a smart ass. You say you're never made a mistake in trucking and you're perfect and a super trucker. I don't believe it. Dennis Jones, I am perfect. I don't know what you're hurt about. Just because I'm perfect doesn't mean you don't have to be mad. I mean, just deal with it. Like everyone else has to deal with it. Everyone else sees the comments, but you don't. No, you aren't. Whatever. I'm perfect, and you're not. Sucks to be you. Don't go crying up on this channel because you're not perfect. Because you've seen yourself in a video. Don't be on a video and you're good. Yeah, so back to what I was saying though. Now that my wife's a lot better, I can spend a few nights out on the road. It's not going to be too much. I'm not going far. But people say here's the thing I don't get about these. And it's always been like this. It has nothing to do with YouTube or social media or anything. You have people sitting there talking about how their way is the only way to make money in trucking. Their way. It's like, there's like 1,000 ways to make money in trucking. There just is. You just got to figure out what works for you. That's just it. And I think, a lot of you guys are OTR drivers. and I respect that, but that ain't for me, man. That just ain't for me. There's a million ways, exactly. The other truckers, James Best, exactly. I'm a local, regional flatbed. I've seen all. I mean, you got to send me videos, dude. Oops. Sorry about that. My professional thing. Making all the money in the world off YouTube, and freaking I can't afford a cell phone holder. Anyway, doing a tug test, yank, yank, tug, tug. There you go. Get out and look, though. You still got to make sure you're locked in. You know what I mean? I've never been on Bonehead Truckers, never will be. Okay, all right. We'll see about that. We'll see. How do we know? You don't have a face on here, so how do you know? I'm the only one perfect here. You can't be perfect. There's just no way. There's only one perfect person, and that's me. Even James Best is not perfect. Dennis Jones is not a trucker, that's why. Yeah. Name yourself God, that's who you are. Yeah, I am a God. Lowercase g, though. I'm not the uppercase G. No, never claimed to be that. But lowercase g, yeah. Lowercase God, yeah. It's all good. James Best is pretty close to perfect. He is. Here's the thing, Dennis Jones. This is what I want you to do. In the link to this video, I have a link to the Facebook group called Say No to Bonehead Truckers. All right? And I want you to go to that group and tell me and the rest of us how you think that I should not be making Bonehead Truckers of the Week videos, because I'm a super trucker, because I'm not perfect. So you claim I'm not perfect. I think I am. And I want you to go join that group and just make a big old long post and talk about how imperfect I am. I want you to do that. Please, gosh, please do that there. Pale Rider is almost perfect. Pale Rider, did you know that Pale Rider TV and I have taken a shower together? Yep. We have taken a shower together. Ain't that sweet? Oh, man. What did Slim say? Paid his electricity bill with the static from... James Best, how you been? How you been, James Best? James Best. That's another YouTuber right there. He's like an owner-operator or some stupid crap. He's got this like wannabe W9. It's one of those Kenworth. Same as it. What's the model number of your Kenworth? It's a wannabe W9. It's like, that's it, you know. He's got the W9, he can't afford the fuel. T680, that's right. He's a wannabe W9. You know, nothing says I can't afford fuel like having a T680. It's like, I would love to have me a Kenworth W900, but I can't afford the fuel. That's what he has. And he's got all the stripes making it look like a, you know, Bandit from Smokey and the Bandit. You know, even though that, you know, that was like a Trans Am, a car made by General Motors. I mean, you know, he's got a truck, not made by General Motors, and he can't afford the fuel of a W9. That's just how it is. I mean, that's just how it is. That's James Best for you. James Best. It's like this right here. That's how W9 is for me. I've driven, how many, two W9s in my life, and had that issue where I keep on bumping my head coming from the sleeper to the cab. Yeah. What am I up to? I bought a house here, so life is changing a lot. We're winning. I tell you what, the last 2 years have been a constant rebuild. Had the craziest year. For the most part, positive. Had that one setback with my wife having the brain aneurysm, and she almost died. That was the only really setback, but that really kind of put things in perspective a little bit more. It's like, hey, you know what? Life is short. Instead of waiting another year, go and build up our credit. And I've been building up my credit for a while now, but go buy a house. She picked out the house. So we bought the house here. And, yeah, we're living our dream. We were down, but we're fighters. We got back up. We didn't stay down. And nothing was handed to us. Nothing was. None of this is handed to us at all. So it's all good stuff. Worked my tail off. No one built up the credit but myself. Jim's best help with his encouragement and to say, hey, go get you a credit card. I did. I didn't get 22, got one, but one was enough. Now, build it up even more. But I'm not going to be stupid and buy a $50,000 brand new Chevy. You know what I mean? I've got 2 little old Chevys with high mileage on them that still runs good. All right, make fun of what I drive, but let me tell you something. I ain't got the payments that you do. I ain't got the payments. Screw an $800 a month payment for a car that depreciates like a lot. So, yeah. I mean, if we got something new, it would be actually a car. I'm a Chevy guy. But Chevy cars suck. I'm not driving no Impala. We'll probably get like a Ford Taurus or something. Like a 4-door sedan or something like that. I like the Ford cars better than I do like the, Chevy, GM cars. But I am a Chevy guy, but that's usually for the trucks, though. But that's the only way we get something new. I'm not getting a new pickup because pickup trucks last a long time. They do, especially Chevys. Especially Chevys. Yeah, screw payments. I don't have payments. I have payments on the house. That's worth the payment, right? So, I'm just a company guy, man. I'm just a company truck driver. I'm just broke. I'm just all this. You know what I mean? I'm just some company puke. That's all I am. But if you want to have stuff, you got to be an owner-operator, okay? But let me tell you something. If you want to be an owner-operator, though, he ain't going to have a life. I'll tell you that right now. Your life is going to be trucking. That's all you're going to be. 24/7. Trucking is in your mind. Ask James Best. That's what he does. Kurt Hennig. Freaking. I love that troll account. Freaking Kurt Hennig. There's Mr. Perfect right there. But anyway. Let's see, I have a 2020 Pilot, 2017 pickup. Hang on, let me look at this. It's 7.3 diesel. Well, there you go, Mark. I'm not hating on you if you have that kind of stuff. My stuff's older, and I'm happy with that. I mean, I don't need new stuff. New stuff doesn't make you a better person. You know what I mean? It doesn't make you a new person, you know. It just don't. Toot your horn. No, I'm not gonna toot my horn. You toot yours. Hey. All right. Listen. Yukon there. Let me tell you something about Yukon. Yukon drives Fords, and listen, like I said, I drive me a Ford car just because they look better than Chevys. That's about it. You know, the cars do, the trucks. If you notice that Yukon always has something new, he doesn't have anything old because you can't really find old Ford pickup trucks unless it's in a junkyard. So, I mean, my old Chevy, my old red truck has over 300,000 miles on it. Same original transmission and motor and all that kind of stuff. And not even a hint of it going out, unless it's fooling me. Not even a hint of it going out. Chevys make good, solid products, man. Good, solid products. Long live the great state of Texas, that's right. And long live the greatest country in the world, and that's the United States of America. And let me tell you something about the United States of America. This whole Antifa thing, I was sitting there watching these streams from last night that was going on in D.C., and freaking Antifa thought that they were going to freaking drive out all the patriots are in Washington, D.C., and they didn't. It was so good to see them being driven out, you know, because there was a lot of freaking patriots in Washington, D.C., and I wish I was there. If you guys haven't seen it, the news media's kind of blocked it out, but there was, I think, 200,000 patriots. Trump supporters, America supporters, they're all there. If you notice all the Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and all this kind of stuff, they never fly the American flag. If they're doing anything with the American flag, they're burning it. And it was so good to see that many American flags in Washington, D.C., supporting our president, our great president. I don't care what you say. The election is still going on. The election is not over. Anyway, we'll keep it at that. But let's just say that we're doing good. Anyway, what else we got here? What else you guys want to talk about? I want to keep that kind of talk to a minimum because YouTube has a funny way of flagging videos that doesn't support their political views. You know what I mean? New stuff makes you broke. It does. It sure does. I mean, when you have payments all the time on all your new stuff, you don't have any money to do fun stuff. And listen, this year has been a very humbling year. And of course, I was rebuilding anyway. But this year's been a humbling year because it reminds you how short life is. And if you're going to spend your time trying to chase after things and material objects and not just living life and having fun and doing the things you love to do. If you waste your time at chasing material things to put in your garage, you can't afford to use them. You know what I mean? Why? Why buy that? Why buy that expensive pickup truck when you can't afford the gas to put in it to go drive down to the coast and spend a day down there? You can't afford it. You know, all you gotta do, you're just driving it back and forth to work. You're looking good showing up at Walmart or the dollar store. That's it. You know, you can have all that. You can have all that. You know, I look at obituaries every now and then. Not one obituary I've ever looked at said that old Jim Bob over here, he drove a 2020 Chevy HD 2500. You know, stuff don't say that. Yeah. Material stuff just does not get you anywhere. See, that's just it. And here's the thing, and I'm happy to be a company driver the rest of my career. I'm just good. I'm good with it. I don't need that stress. I don't need that stress. I just don't. I don't need that stress. I don't know about you guys, but I don't need it. Trucker strike. Yeah, I've heard about that. Here's the thing. I understand the reasons why they're pissed off. Same reasons why I'm pissed off. Will I participate in a strike? No. But if those guys do, then go for it. My only issue is like, why are you picking Thanksgiving weekend to do it? Most people are off. I mean, how many of you guys are taking 3 or 4 days off for Thanksgiving already? You know what I mean? Freight is slow usually for the holiday weekend. You're not striking anything. You're just making a big deal about social media or on social media. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. Just making, we're going to build up a Facebook group. You know what you could do? Why don't you do it like now, when there's a lot of turkeys being delivered, a lot of food is being delivered to the big DC warehouses, and if the warehouses don't have their food to deliver to their stores, now you're in a dilemma. But you're getting ready for Christmas time. But yeah, I ain't buying it. Who cares? You know what I mean? It would, but here's the thing. So the last 2 years I've been working at Walmart Distribution Center in Cleburne, Texas. And people think, well, the big mega carriers are in there. And yeah, you do find big mega carriers delivering in there, but I could tell you, seeing the trucks that deliver there every single day, there is more owner-operators and small carriers delivering to the Walmart DC than there are big mega carriers. That's a fact. I see it every day. Every day. So, I mean, if the owner-operators and the small carriers and all of them, if they all got together and said, hey, this is what we're going to do, the Swifts and people like them ain't got enough trucks or trailers to pick up all that. Because again, the owner-operators, the small carriers have the most freight. You know, they do. They have the most freight. That's a fact. You know, we can complain about the mega carriers all we want, but the owner-operators, all of them, they have the most freight. But, you know, that's just the way it is. So, anyways, what else you guys got? Not always true. I mean, it's true from what I've seen that Walmart's and and I would say most of the grocery warehouses, pretty much all owner operators and small carriers. It's pretty much the way it always is. FedEx, UPS. Here's the thing. I don't see hardly ever FedEx going into the warehouse and delivering to the stores. I hardly ever see. I mean, FedEx does show up, but not as much as you think. FedEx does more going to the big box, like Lowe's and Home Depot and stuff. You'd be surprised how much UPS and FedEx does with those, like the Home Depots and places like that. They do a lot more than what Walmart does. A lot more. A lot more. A lot of those LTL carriers, because I've delivered years to Home Depots and Lowe's, and they're in and out of there all day. I mean, where do you think those lawnmowers come from? Well, I'll take that back. They do get a bulk shipment, especially at the first of the season. But then after that, they'll have they'll have like one or two being brought in. You know what I mean? But they'll still get their bulk shipments that they'll send on a truck. But they get a lot of individual pieces. I sit there and see them. I was delivering. Reason why I know that I used to deliver doors to Home Depots and Lowe's. Interior, exterior doors. They were. I was in there once a week, and every single store I was in there. Take that back. Each store got a delivery from us every week. See what I'm saying? And but so you see that store every single week. Same day they get their shipment. But you'll always see those you hardly ever see a Swift in there unless they are contracted through the warehouse, the distribution center. They'll have a trailer dropped in there. So some of my videos that you see from years ago on here, you'll see me making fun of Swift trailers. There's no Swift truck, but there's a Swift trailer dropped in the door. You go into a Home Depot, anywhere in the country, you'll see a trailer drop there, and usually it's a mega carrier. Warner, Swift, Schneider, U.S. Express. You'll see those trailers dropped in those doors. Same thing with Lowe's. Geldwin doors, no, not Geldwin. I wanted to work with Geldwin. Masonite. Yep. I wanted to work with Geldwin because Geldwin does the interior doors here in Texas. And they actually took the contract from Masonite years ago from Lowe's. So Geldwin does the interior doors. Won't let me super chat. I have no idea, Adam. You don't have to super chat though. I have no idea. Who's ADL? What does ADL stand for, Amy? Who's ADL? I appreciate the thumbs up. Appreciate that. Got 101. Appreciate that. This is a carport. This is a little carport. It's not a garage. I guess you could call it a garage. It's a carport. I don't know if I don't know. I may enclose it. It wouldn't be that hard to do. Just basically just adding more metal and going all the way to the ground. I may enclose it. I don't know. We'll see. Right now, there's no point in it, but I could. Keep me from bumping my head. That's short. It's short compared to that. See, look. See? Okay. So. I'm not going to use pallet wood because we got so much moisture here. You know what I mean? And, just metal will last longer. Frederick, Maryland. I ain't working anywhere out of Frederick, Maryland. Anywhere in Maryland. There ain't nothing merry about land. Whatever. Oh, man. Are we supposed to use trash cans or under the trailer? if you want to be a bonehead trucker, you just throw out your seat. You just throw out your piss bottle like that. Just throw it out. Yeah, it's rather good. It's rather good to use those big old round things that they call trash cans. Oh, look at there. Something did work. This is how you super chat. Love your videos. Congrats on 50,000. Appreciate that, James. Thanks for the $5. Making me, I gotta buy 2 of these. Hey, how did you do that? I don't know. I think there's, I'm trying to think, on iPhone way, there's a little box on the bottom right hand corner on the iPhone, but just depends on what you got. Just don't send me any money, we're good. We're good. But I appreciate it, Pallet wood or no, I'm not going to use pallet wood. And I'll tell you one thing, Power Rider TV, Power Rider, Keith. If I was to use pallet wood, I'd just go digging in the garbage can or a dump. I'd just go find me a dump and I'd just go dig and find some wood out of there. That's what I'd go do. You know me. Come on. And Humphrey, I'm glad you said that about Dr. Pepper, because Dr. Pepper is not spelled with a period. If you notice, there is no period after doctor. But yet people still put the period there. Newsflash for all 105 of you in here. Do not put a period after the DR and Dr. Pepper. Okay? Now, if you have a doctor, a medical doctor that is named Pepper, then yes, that's when you would use a period. In this case, you don't do that. If you look on the back, it says, produced under the authority of Dr. Pepper 7-Up Incorporated. But if you look on there in that small print, there's no period right there. There's just not. And they meant it to be that way. So don't put a period there. That drives me up the wall. I'll hear people say, I'm such a big fan of Dr. Pepper, and they'll put a freaking period there. If you're such a big fan, don't put a period there. May trucking sucks and I'm a bonehead. Well, don't be a bonehead. Save your $5. I know a guy, and I appreciate that $5. Appreciate it, man. I know a guy who used to work for May Trucking that loved May Trucking so much that he tattooed it on his hand. I think it was his hand. And he tattooed it right there. Like, who does that of their trucking company? It's one thing if you own the trucking company, but if you're just a peon truck driver like us, you don't tattoo it on your hand. What the crap is that? Shame on the mess. That's what I'm talking about. Dude, you don't have to punch it. Freaking, you're going to be going broke over there at May for giving me money. But yeah, that's what I used to do, and I appreciate it. Yeah, man. Look at you. Look at you. This is like a birthday, $50,000, $50,000 subscribers. You're all right. Yes, I have hauled tanker. Years ago. I've hauled bulk tanker. That doesn't really count as tanker, but I've hauled saltwater. In the oil field. So, and we have oil field around here. There's actually a company around here that's actually hiring for hauling water out of these gas wells. I could be local, work 4 days on, 2 days off, but they don't pay nothing. They pay like, I'm not going to say how much they pay. They don't pay jack. Man, golly, look at you. $10. Appreciate that, man. You're going broke over there. Save that money, man. May Trucking is governed at 61 miles per hour. Here's the thing. Years ago when I worked at Schneider, I guess I recently worked at Schneider too, right? But when I was actually proud to work at Schneider, they had, I think the trucks went up to 65 on the floor, but at Cruise they had yet 60, and they declared anything over 60 would be overspeed. you know what, man? I got about 1,800 miles a week off that gig, but I didn't really make money off of the mileage. Those are days where each load had like 7, 8 drops on a load. And I got paid like $25 a drop. That's where I made my money. So 60 mile an hour didn't bother me at all. It just didn't bother me at all. Brian Haycraft sent $20. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Now, if I was the haul tanker again, I'd probably want to make some big dollars. You know what I mean? And the only way to do that is to get my hazmat. And I let my hazmat expire. Let's see, 2009. I let my hazmat expire, and I didn't renew it then. So I'd have to go get my hazmat. But I mean, it's just basically passing a test and a background check. Pretty much it. Not that I can do it. What are all the roundtable guys up to these days? What's the guy's name that had the podcast? He's still around. Oh, you talking about Dave Wilbur? And you're going old school. Yeah, a lot of people are actually doing these video podcast type of things, and they're thinking this is such a new thing. And dude, we've been doing it for years. We haven't done one in a while, but last star, Dave Wilbur. Dave Wilbur was his name. I haven't heard from that dude in almost a year. I will say I haven't heard from him in a year. I don't know what happened. He fell off the face of the planet. Him and I didn't really have a fallout or anything. I think he had a fallout with one of my other friends, but that's about it. But I have no idea what happened to him at all. He's just gone. Facebook gone, everything gone. Hang on, take that back. He watches still, because when my wife was in the hospital, I think either he sent a text or an email, some sort of message sitting there, I didn't know your wife was in the hospital, I hope she's doing okay, and all that kind of stuff. But that dude used to dispatch me, so well, we knew each other before that. He had a podcast, so I was on his podcast. Rest of the dudes, Yukon's on here. You probably remember Randall Gatesman. I talk to him every now and then still. Most of them are still around. Some of them are gone. To be totally honest, there was a couple of troublemakers in that group, and once we kind of got rid of them, it's been good. Just a little background, kind of, always had a lot of division. And once we kind of called him out on his stuff and got rid of him, there has never really been infighting within a sense. You know what I mean? It's funny. Well, it was like the last guy you think of. But anyway, that's a long time ago. A lot of people don't know. What's up with GP Transco? Is that a good company? I don't know. I see a lot of people talking about them. I don't know. I think they're an OTR company. There's another YouTuber that works there, right? This guy Trucks, I think is his name. I don't know what kind of name that is, but yeah. I guess he's their big promoter. I guess he's their big promoter over there. Why do slow trucks drive in the center lane? Well, here's the thing, Lex. Probably depends on where it's at. If you're in a city, you better believe I'm going to be in the less. I'm going to try to be out of everyone's way, but I'm not going to be in the granny lane where you have all these people merging. So say if you have four lanes going in the same direction, and you have the slow lane being one, and then two, and three, and then the hammer lane being the lane number 4, I would usually find myself in that number 2. All right, let the faster trucks pass me in 3. And let the merging traffic in 1. Now, if you're out, say between Waco and Temple, off 35, and there's those 3 lanes, and that hammer lane is the no trucks. Yeah, you're gonna find me in the granny lane. just are. But here's the thing, everybody should be doing that. You know what I mean? Everybody should be doing that, even the fast trucks. You know, and you use that middle lane as the passing lane, then you get back over. You always got someone faster than you. You know what I mean? What's a good price for a used 2014 Peterbilt? First of all, there's no U in Peterbilt, so you may want to learn how to spell it. Second of all, what's mileage is on it? You know, 2014, if it's got decent mileage, say 500,000 miles on there, I mean, they get good resale value. You're probably looking at over $50,000 on it. You know what I mean? But you know, it's not going to be really expensive though. I work for a carrier, Scott. And I will not disclose who I work for. I used to do that, but I don't anymore. You pay for the name. Not necessarily fishing up a storm. Peterbilts are usually pretty kept up pretty well, even if you're. Yeah, that's the reason why you find them a lot. You know, doing the back road stuff and all that, because they could withstand a lot of abuse. Where Freightliners, man, they'll fall apart on the oil fields, man. Those old Freightliners will fall apart unless you got like an old FLD. Those old like FLDs from like the 90s, whew, dude, those things were solid. They didn't look very good, but those FLDs were some solid trucks. I had the pleasure of driving them, and those are some solid freaking trucks. They were. And you guys know, those old trucks know what I'm talking about. Those FLDs were solid. Best thing that friggin' Freightliner ever made were those FLDs. How come never went back to Yeti? Because he was a liar. He was just, yeah. I won't go into that. That's all in the past. That's like 2 years ago now. Let him do his thing. But I can't work for somebody I can't trust, and I expect all you guys to be the same way. You know what I mean? All you guys should be. You should be able to trust who you work for. And if you can't trust them, get on out of there, because you got to think for yourself and for your family. And if you can't trust where your money's coming from, out the door. What's up, AJ? Got started driving logging trucks. Peterbilt was where I learned. Well, as a matter of fact, that's what the original Peterbilts, that's where they came from, was from the logging up in the Northwest. That's where Peterbilts came from. Those are original purpose of a Peterbilt was logging trucks. You know, so you know that they're built for that kind of back roads kind of stuff. Now they're not built like that anymore. Let's just say that. Did I drive it? Yes, I did. I drive an FLD Freightliner. Last one I drove, 2005. This was the last time I drove one. It wasn't a 2005 year model. That year model was probably 98 or 99. Yeah, there's no U in Peterbilt. Peter didn't build a truck, you know. There's a reason why that U's in there. I can't remember what that purpose is, though. Have you ever driven a Volvo? Yes, I have. Volvos are not bad. People hate on Volvos. The thing I don't like about Volvos is their dashboard, okay? I don't like their dashboard. I don't like how the driver's seat fits. When you're a tall guy like me, you just feel like you're standing up while you're driving, and I don't like that feeling. I like the feeling like I'm sitting low. I've never driven I take that back. I have driven a Mack when I was driving in oil fields back in the day. One stacked Mack with a window in the back. And but we were slip seating those trucks and only drove that truck one day. So I can't really have a good opinion on that truck. Worst city? That's a good question. Worst city to ever drive in? You guys put in your comments. Worst cities. Boy, worst city. What did I despise the most? Atlanta's on the top. But are they the worst for me? Nashville. I'm not a fan of Crashville. Louisville's okay. Gosh, there's one city. I don't like Knoxville, I'll tell you that. There's one town, and I can't think. Maybe it was St. Louis? No, St. Louis ain't that bad. I'm trying to think if there's one that I despise, though. There's times where I despise Birmingham because they were doing a lot of construction in there, but I think they got all that fixed. I guess Atlanta's on the top of that because I don't have a problem with Chicago. A lot of people don't like Chicago. I don't like Chicago, but it's not the worst. LA, I haven't driven in LA enough to despise it. You know what I'm saying? Because I go to LA probably once every 5 or 6 years. So I haven't driven LA enough to despise it like that. I guess those cities I just named. Not a big fan of Charlotte. So what are you guys saying? I'd say Philadelphia. I'm not a fan. I don't like Philadelphia. No, Philadelphia. San Francisco. I've only been to Oakland, Terry. I've never been to San Francisco. Mexico City. There you go. Pittsburgh. It's been years since I've been to Pittsburgh. People are saying Houston. I like Houston. Maybe it's because I know my way around Houston. Baltimore. I can't stand Baltimore. Baltimore. Crap on Baltimore. But maybe it's just because I know my way around Houston that I could avoid any kind of backups. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say Atlanta. Now that you say Atlanta, yeah, I would say Atlanta is probably the worst. I probably dread it more than anything else, you know. But if I got like a dedicated run between Dallas and Atlanta, I'd probably take it. You know what I mean? It's just going back and forth, taking loads from Dallas to Atlanta and then loads back from Atlanta back to Dallas. I would do that in a heartbeat. Oh, is that? See, I don't even know. Cincinnati. I don't mind Cincinnati. Cincinnati is my favorite part of Cincinnati is coming down the hill, coming out of Kentucky into Cincinnati before you go over that bridge, coming down that hill. If you do it at night, it's really beautiful. You see the downtown, it's really beautiful. Cincinnati's got a beautiful downtown. But I didn't know that bridge was out. That sucks. That sucks. That sucks. How come I didn't see that? I think I heard someone say that in a comment, like Swift did something to a bridge or whatever. I just thought it was a joke, another Swift joke. I didn't know something actually happened. Yeah, last week, so yeah. Well, I've been busy. Here's the thing. I run a Facebook group, right? And right now Facebook has it this way, where I have to approve all the posts, okay? And so I just kind of just go improve. It's with moving and all this stuff. It's just been a chore. So to get a break like this is actually, I've never been into Boston. Never been into Boston. I heard it's no good. No bueno for caca. Probably the better question to stump me hard would be the worst city in Texas to drive in. And I would probably have to say El Paso. Because it used to be Austin, but Austin has the big toll road going around that son of a gun, and you can bypass that whole town. Now the section between Austin and San Antonio can be better. You're in San Marcos, but I don't like going through El Paso because there's really no bypass around El Paso, and so if you're going east to west, west to east, or whatever you're doing on I-10, you got to go through El Paso, and there's no bypass, and the traffic sucks. People can't drive. It's not that there's so many people there, because there is, but people, the way they drive, they suck. Same thing with Knoxville. It's not that Knoxville is this great, big, old, huge town. Just the people there can't drive, and the speed limit is ridiculous. Okay? Dallas is not bad, but I've driven my whole career in Dallas, so you're not going to hear me complain about Dallas too much. My favorite city to drive is, well, probably Dallas, or maybe even Oklahoma City. If you even call Oklahoma City a city, it's probably Oklahoma City. And Phoenix. I actually like Phoenix too. Not because they say I have a girlfriend there. Big A-hole, you're stupid. How can you say that, Big A-hole? Have you been here recently, Big A-hole? Now, I can understand. Used to, before they fixed everything, Texas, they say everything's bigger in Texas, right? Everything's bigger in Texas, except their exit ramps and their on-ramps. They're the smallest. But now they fixed that, though. They're for the most part, the whole state's fixed. There's some spots where it's not. We had those old school on and off ramps, but now they're long on and off ramps now. Yeah, Big A-hole. Maybe you should come here more and freaking, see all that and get some good real barbecue while you're at it. But I'm just saying. Couple weeks ago. Where'd you go? Well, be more specific what you don't like about the Texas on and off ramps. Yeah, Big A-hole is a positive guy. He's real positive. It looks like he's going to, I'm surprised his phone that he records on doesn't have all these cracks all over where he's like sitting there headbutting his own phone while he's freaking going off. But what you don't like about the Texas? See, my thing is, Oklahoma drivers are better than Texas drivers. I will give you that. How can you screw up down here? I mean, you got signs that are clearly marked. You're going to know that your exit is coming like 5 miles ago, okay? It tells you when your exit's coming. This is like one of the only states that you don't need a GPS. And if you do miss your turn and you get on a farm to market road, guess what? They are made for trucks here, okay? They just are. They just are. Go to Pennsylvania and mess up. Go to New York. But New York State's not that bad, but mess up there. Let me ask you guys this. What is your favorite city to drive in? What is your favorite city to drive in? Well, that sounds like a personal issue. You need to get your eyes fixed there, Big A. Yeah, that's what you do. Oh, man. Hereford, Omaha? That's your favorite? Indianapolis is not a bad town to drive through. It's not. I mean, every town you're going to have a little bit of a rush hour, but it's not that big of a deal in Indianapolis. California is not a city, Adam. It's not a city. Thomas, I'm not working for Schneider. I did, but I don't anymore. Denver. Oh, Denver sucks. Thank you for. Oh, I forgot about Denver. I don't like Denver. Last time I've been through Denver, this sucks. See, Terry says Dallas, Phoenix, and Los Angeles sometimes. Yeah. There's a place I want to go to in Los Angeles. Oh gosh. It's like right behind Dodger Stadium. There's like a lookout, it's like a lookout. And where you see Dodger Stadium and you see the Los Angeles skyline. And that place, and what made me think about it is like there's one of my favorite movies. I'm a big fan of Fast and Furious, huge fan of Fast and Furious. And if you guys know, the first movie was based in LA. And with some of the opening scenes where it goes from night to day, and it's right there at that little lookout. And that's like one of the coolest looking shots as a video guy and a photography guy. Well, I'm not really a photographer, I just admire it. Kind of want to be, but I don't have time. I got the camera to do it, but anyway. But I admire that shot. That's one of those places I want to get into. And I looked into that. I looked like, where is that? Looked on like Google Maps. It's like, that's an actual spot that if I was to go visit LA, that's like a spot that I want to go to and take some pictures. So, yeah. Yeah, Denton is one of those places, Big A, that they're still working on those on and off ramps. They're lagging behind. But the rest of them got big old long. What company would you recommend for a brand new driver? I would probably, it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to do full-fledged OTR, I'd say Prime. Prime is probably who I would say. Full-fledged OTR. But if you're wanting to do stuff like flatbed, there's companies like TMC out there that you could go train. I think you can train through TMC, Maverick, and places like that. Adam says not May. He's got a lot of money to say that. It's funny how Adam is like saying my company sucks, but he's got enough money to throw up some cash on here. You think you know where that's at? It's on the Google Maps, and I looked it up and all that kind of stuff, and sure enough, that's a place. It's just like just a spot. It's not no big park or something you got to pay to go in. It's just like a pull off, and it's meant to take pictures and stuff like that. It's got an amazing view of the LA skyline with Dodger Stadium right there in front of you. And I want to go there, among other places, but, you know, I'm a big movie guy. When there's like a movie series that I like, I kind of want to get to know where they're filmed at. And then go visit those places. Like Friday Night Lights, the TV show. Friday Night Lights, one of my favorite TV shows that they recently come out with. That's like 15 years ago. But anyway, that was filmed in Pflugerville, Texas, outside of Austin. See what's out there. I'm gonna get me some game cameras out here. So no way, May. He's still got money throwing in out there. Freaking appreciate it. Yeah, the best thing you do, I don't know if Echo Park, it could be called Echo Park. I can't remember the name of it. I've slept since I looked that up. It was recently I looked it up, probably within the last 2 months I looked it up. But, yeah. Any stories about driving in New Mexico. Yes, I do have one story. I was a rookie. I was just driving across there. I was probably going to go visit my girlfriend in Phoenix about almost 20 years ago. But I was out there, other side of Las Cruces. I want to say I was over there towards Deming, out that way. I seen this shiny thing up in the sky, and I was watching it for like 30 miles. It was like up there. And I was like, that thing's just floating around. Russell, appreciate that. Shame on the mess. Russell Hughes, $5. Appreciate that. I was sitting there looking at that, and for years and years and years, I thought I saw a UFO. For years, I thought I saw that. And I would say about 10 years ago, I was south of Van Horn. I was going to deliver Dr. Pepper to a little bitty town out there, middle of nowhere. And I seen it again. I was like, but I was following it, but it was coming down the land and it was going into a hangar, and I figured it out that it was a blimp. It was one of those Border Patrol blimps that they have cameras or infrared crap on there. But for a long time, I thought it was a UFO, but it wasn't. It was, one of those things watching the border. So I'd seen it again down, I would say in the last 5 years, I seen one down there in the valley, Rio Grande Valley down there. But guys, I want to tell you guys something, man. This month we're going to have 1 million views on this channel. 1 million freaking views. And I appreciate every single one of you guys' help. When you guys share those Bonehead Truckers of the Week, y'all share those videos to your Facebook groups or whatever. I see you guys doing that, and I appreciate that. That's how the channel grows. So it's all to you. I have my fun for a couple hours a week, putting those videos together, and then you guys take it. That's why they're called freight shares, not freight liners. Absolutely. I think you're behind, or maybe you're talking about someone else. Have I traveled to? I've never been to Canada. I mean, I got some good friends that live up in Toronto, but I've never been to see you snow Mexicans up there. There I go, break my phone just like Big A. That people call me racist for saying snow Mexicans, and I'm sitting there thinking I didn't know snow was a race. I didn't know Mexicans was a race. I didn't know Canadians was a race. I thought snow was a form of precipitation. Mexican was a nationality, and Canadian was a nationality. What's the difference between making fun of, snow Mexicans, but we always make fun of people from Arkansas, except for Pale Rider. We don't make fun of Pale Rider, but the rest of everybody from Arkansas we make fun of. Like, am I racist against Arkansas people because, Jim Bob over here wants to marry his sister, Sally Jesse Raphael? I can't know. I appreciate that, WTP. Yeah, she's doing good. She had another surgery 3 weeks ago. Yeah, she's doing better. She'll have to do an angiogram in February. So I think she's got to do another angiogram again in like 6 months and stuff like that. But that's not surgery. Now, that they do go up either groin or your arm, and they'll go up, and that's where they do imaging. But yeah, well, this thing she has to deal with. She's got like some hair falling out of her head, which kind of concerns us. But Ryder says you're racist. What do you do? Van. I do van. I've only done one flatbed load in 20 years. One. Not that I say I didn't like it, it's just one I've done. I wouldn't mind going out there and doing it again. So, let me set this up or this thing's gonna fall again. All right, let's see, what else we got here? Blue, 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 blue. Let's see. You think you should get rid of intra-state CDLs? I don't know. I don't like to stress out a lot about a lot of that. I used to stress out on, you know, I know there's this big thing about the whole should drivers be under the age of 21 to be able to drive. Obviously, I don't think so. I think there should be a certain amount of training, but I'm not going to stress out about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm at that point in my life where I don't like stuff's going to happen anyway, and I hate to be that way. But I just want to have fun in life. You know what I mean? I'll debate some issues or whatever, and I'll make my stand. But I'm not going to stress out about it. I'm not going to lose sleep. I'm not going to go and do all this crazy stuff that maybe I used to do. I just, I may rant on YouTube a little bit, just because, but I'm not going to lose any sleep about it. Because, frankly, this year is really kind of, I would say, opened up my eyes. My eyes have always been open. But it's just kind of made me kind of sit back and reserve, and it's like, you know what? Have a different view of a lot of things since, for this year, because the stuff my wife went through, it was crazy stuff. Roll Tide, I appreciate that, man. We get those in there, man. I enjoy doing them. I will start working on the next one probably tonight. I got to do some stuff here in the yard. I got to move some stuff out of I got a little shed out here. Since I don't have to have window units anymore. I've got a window unit I need to put in my storage shed. And I have a surplus of microwaves. If anyone wants to buy a microwave, I've got one. I've got 2 extra ones, actually. No, I've got 3. I got 3, oops. Low power mode, I actually hit the wrong one. I've got 3 microwaves. Actually, I don't need them. They're all going in there. I'm not going to throw them away. I probably won't even sell them. I'm going to hoard them. Let's see, do people send videos or where do you find them? People send me a lot of videos. And I don't even get to them. A lot of them are just like, oh, that's a little petty. I got to find some content in it where I could, I could add something funny to it or, have my, say something about it. Most of the time, people send them to my Facebook group. Say No to Bonehead Truckers. Say No to Bonehead Truckers. We got over, I would say we're almost around 5,500 people in there now. So we're growing. Even that one's growing. That's where we get them. I used to go to other Facebook groups, and now I don't even have to do that anymore. So, because people send them, and that's good. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I got one. I'm not going to say which one it is. I'm contemplating it maybe too risque for YouTube. I got one that I don't know if I want to put it out there or not. Where do I live? I live in East Texas. I'm not going to say where. It's probably going to be eventually put out there, but there's stalkers out there that are constantly watching. They're probably looking at clues right now. Oh, where does he live? And all this kind of stuff. And so I actually have stalkers. It's pretty crazy. Grown freaking ass men too. I don't even know. But so I'm kind of. It's probably gonna get out there eventually, especially when I change my address on the FCC website. But until then, it's gonna be kind of stay in my own little part of the woods over here. I'm not really in woods, but kind of looks like it though, right? Kind of looks like I live in woods. I'll go with it. Do I like the time change? No. I like it when the sun goes down at 9 o'clock. I like late days. I don't like when the sun goes down at 5. I hate it. I live in Alvin. That's where Nolan Ryan lives. Does Nolan Ryan still live in Alvin? I think so. Looks like California. It ain't California, Terry. It is not California. I'll tell you that right now. You could go all the way up and down this street right here. Nothing but rednecks. Rednecks. Even the black family that lives down there. They're rednecks too. Trump signs and all that kind of stuff. Sorry, this is not California. This is not California at all. It's freaking well armed. I'm sure somewhere in these 2-3 houses right here, there's probably some, I don't know how many weapons, firearms are in this area, but probably a lot. I mean, I've got 3 here in my own house. I need to have more. I need to have more firearms. I need more. I need to go hunting more, though. Oh, man, we will. We will. Again, if you're just coming in, I'm going to add another video series, maybe next week, hopefully. It's going to be actually pretty positive. Not going to really be anything negative. So that'll be Sunday or Monday. I may have that as an upload. So we'll have 2 uploads a week. So you have to be subscribed to it. I'm done. That means I'm almost done with this feed. And all that kind of stuff. So let's go about 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. Let's get our last little quickies in there. I lost all my guns in a terrible boating accident. Shame on the mess. Tell us your least favorite truck stops and maybe your favorite if you have one. My favorite is, I would say it's a tie, but I would say probably my most favorite is, oh gosh, I've got Iowa 80, what do you call it, Raheem, Virginia? That big one out there, right? Rafim. I was like, over there on 81, I like that one. And I like the Joplin 44. You kind of know where I'm going with those. But I like Danny's. I like Danny's in Phoenix because she looks, excuse me, the blonde looks really good there. Look at you, friggin' throwing $10 up in there. Little dog. Little Dog's back on YouTube, by the way, and he's going to do something pretty crazy with his main channel. So, least favorite, I don't know. Probably any Loves or any Flying J. I try to stay away from those as much as possible. Pilots, I try to stay away from them as much as possible. But you know how it is. You know how it is. Yeah. I'm fixing to shout out his main channel. He's going to come back with some cool stuff. I'm not sure if he's going to have one in this week or not. So I don't go to the Northeast. Last time I was in the Northeast, gosh, it's been years since I've been in the Northeast. But I will say this. There's a really good Flying J in Lordsburg, New Mexico. They're one of the only freaking Flying J's that I like. Because I'll park right there on that main kind of row, but you're overlooking a couple of hills out there. And I don't know. I just love mountains and stuff like that. And it's a real pretty sight out there. So I like that one. Little America and Flagstaff. I forgot about that one. Little America and Flagstaff is one of my favorites. Big old bathtubs, big old boy bathtubs. But it's all good. Need you say no to Bonehead Truckers right there in the link, or the link is in the description, man. Send it there. and we'll see about getting it on there if it's any good. Like, I bypass a lot of videos all the time because I just, there's just like nothing there. You know what I mean? Here's another thing. I wish I had another phone. If you're going to send me videos with your phone, shoot with your phone all you want, but shoot with your camera sideways like this, okay? Don't do it upside down or, landscape mode. Do it in landscape mode. That helps out tremendously. Landscape mode. If you send me video with your and it needs to be long. People will send 2 to 3 videos, 2 to 3 second videos. I can't do anything with the 2 to 3 second. If you got a 10, 15, 20, if you got a minute videos, awesome. Landscape mode, just like that. If you got a video that's got a lot of time, so I can edit it. Now, if it's too long, I could just clip it off. If it's too short, I can't do anything with it. So film like that. It helps out a lot. It does help out a lot. The pre-trip, if you go subscribe to that channel, he's going to be starting a new podcast kind of thing. Be kind of interesting to go listen to it. And I'll probably pop in on there as well. We'll play that one by ear. 3 to 4 minutes is good. My thing is that I need something, I can't sit there. If you're sending me a video and it's 5 seconds long, I can't do anything with it. I just can't do anything with it. So the longer the better. I'll edit it. I'll speed something up. I could edit. Just, I have to have something to work with, and and you're not don't take your camera with it going up and down like that. Here. I need something to work with. That's right. Anyway, I think I'm gonna go. I need to get some stuff done. Stuff I should have done hours ago. I've been kind of watching a little bit of football today. Talked to that guy a while ago, Little Dog and Thor, about, I don't know, how long were we on the phone? 30 minutes, 45 minutes or something like that? And I usually have a no phone at home policy, but I kind of broke that rule today. But it is what it is. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in here, man, and we'll get another video up there. But I'm blessed, man. I'm really blessed. A lot of hard work and dedication, a lot of focusing, getting mind off of old crap, the old ways of doing things, and kind of refocusing. Building credit, and all that kind of stuff. Yes, that's our next goal. Maybe I won't go live until we hit 100,000 subscribers. I only do these live feeds for milestones like this, or if I just want to rant about something. But yeah, maybe if we do the next live when we hit 100,000 subscribers, the way that it's been popping, it may not take that long. So I appreciate all you guys spreading the word about these videos. Not this video, this is junk, but the Bonehead Truckers of the Week. And then the next video series I'm coming out with, it's going to be fun. Yeah, extremely blessed. I'm so happy to be out here. And yeah, life is good. Life is awesome. Put your focus on the right things. Don't let the negativity, listen, I hate to sound like Sinister and all these guys I used to give a hard time, but when you got negativity in your life, you need to get it out. You know what I mean? You need to get it out. Yeah, I'm still at it, Yukon. You need to get it out of your life. And Yukon will probably tell you too, is like, once you trash the negative things in your life, no matter what it is, your life gets better. You know what I mean? You don't really notice it until you actually do it. You know what I mean? Because, I I try to have a smile on my face as much as I can. You know what I mean? And I try to, when I'm talking with people, whether it be in person or on the phone, people who I work with or used to work with or family or whatever, I used to talk about politics and stuff like that. I used to do it just to offend people. You know what I mean? I don't know if you, I don't know if you guys are the same way, but I used to talk about politics just to offend people. You know, like I just don't even like doing that anymore. I just rather just laugh and have a good time and pick on each other, bust each other's balls. That's who I'm always going to be, though. You know, that's who I'm always going to be. We do the Bonehead Truckers, and not to be like negative on stuff. It's supposed to be funny. A lot of them supposed to be funny, but it's also like, hey, you know, as drivers been out here, you know, we need to fix our industry. And the only way we can fix our industry is by fixing ourselves. Anyways, I got 10% on my phone and I need to charge it. So there's no way out of it. I'm getting off here. So you can't get me talking about something else now because I have no charge. So we'll holler at you guys later. We'll see you guys on Wednesday. Tell your friends about the Bonehead Truckers of the Week. We'll get up to 100,000 subscribers. That's what I want to do by, I wonder if we could get 100,000 subscribers by June. Is that too much of a reach? Or maybe in a year. We'll do it in a year. Okay, today is, what's today? November 15th, 2020. November 15th, 2021, I want to have 100,000 subscribers. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Sounds fun. Sounds like a good challenge. But anyway, we'll holler at you guys later. Thanks for watching. And you guys take care out there. And don't be a bonehead. Just don't be on Bonehead Truckers of the Week. That's all I ask. You guys laugh at them like I do. Okay, just laugh at them. See you guys later.